Welcome back to part 3 of our robot duplicate series. I'm Gavin Welpert, and we're going to jump straight back into with board number 9. So here on board number 9, we're in third seat with a 6-card spade suit, a nice 18-point hand. We're going to start with a spade and see how the auction develops. So our left-hand opponent has overcalled 2 hearts, and it came back to us. Just looking at the auction, because this auction's a little differently than if our partner, let's say, had responded 1-no trump. A 3-spade bid in this auction would typically be a little bit stronger than that 16 to 18 we're used to. Partners already had a chance to act and hasn't taken that option. So we're going to need a little bit more juice for a 3-spade bid in general. In this case, this 18-point hand, to me, looks ugly. I mean, the King Jack 10 of hearts are obviously bad cards because West is so likely to have the Ace Queen sitting over us. Another bad feature that I don't like about this hand is that my spades it looks like a decent suit, Ace Queen Jack 6, but this suit plays terribly opposite a singleton. So when I'm thinking about to jump into 3, the idea of my partner having a singleton spade and me having a sure loser to the king and probably another loser to the 10 unless they break, it's a losing proposition to me. I think I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to go low and I'm just going to bid 2 spades and see. I'll take my medicine. If partner's got a good hand, I mean, they might still even raise me if they've got 9 or 10 points, but they probably would have made a negative double. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, I'm definitely glad I did what I did. That's about the worst dummy we can imagine. The only good feature, the only useful card at all is that 10 of spades. Let's see, we'll make our plan for the play. I'm going to win the diamond in my hand. I'm going to win the ace to conceal the location of the king. And then I have 2 sure club losers. I have a sure spade loser as 3. It's pretty likely that I'm going to lose 2 hearts and possibly a heart ruff. One inference I always draw on, or I tend to draw, is West would have led the ace of clubs from the ace king, so it's very likely that East is holding one of the ace or king of clubs, which means that they're probably going to get in with that club and play a heart through, and it's going to go Jack, Queen, and they're going to play the ace, and they're going to give their partner a ruff. So I'm likely going to lose the king of spades, 2 clubs, and 2 hearts, and a ruff. Now, playing ace of spades, queen of spades isn't going to help me reduce my chance of losing a trump trick to the 3rd ruff. The only time it would matter for me to play ace of spades, queen of spades is if East had only 2 spades, and that doesn't seem so likely. So my plan on this hand is going to be to win the ace of diamonds and just lead a low spade to prevent myself from losing any extra spade tricks. And I'm expecting to play them to win the king of spades and then take their clubs and put a heart through and get a ruff. What actually happened on this hand was the play went quite slowly, so I'm going to skip through, but that is exactly what happened on the board, except if you sort of look in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, I played a low spade, and they won their king, and they played ace of clubs and a club over, and they played their heart through, and it went Jack, Queen. And under the ace of hearts, I dropped my king, and for some reason, West decided not to give their partner a ruff, so we escaped with 8 tricks. Now, that's a huge board because not only did we go low with 2 spades, but they also misdefended. I don't know why. And here we are on to board number 10 with our right-hand opponent opening a spade. Our 12 count, sometimes you'd like to bid when you have near opening values, but unfortunately our distribution is terrible for bidding. We can't make a takeout double because we don't really have support for hearts or diamonds. So we pass and see what happens. It went a semi-forcing or forcing no trump from West, and East rebid 2 clubs. Now we really have no bid. All of our length is in the opener suits, so we're just gonna finish the auction and pass. Now when West bids 2 diamonds, they've decided that that's where they want to play. So when I'm on defense, I like to try to get an idea of what people's distributions are. As soon as dummy come down, first of all from the bidding, I'm thinking West West didn't have a fit for their partner, so their most likely shapes are going to have a singleton spade. They're not going to introduce, certainly not going to introduce a 5-card diamond suit with 2 spades. So I'm guessing their shape from the start is going to be something like 1-3-6-3. That would be my expected shape of them, or perhaps 1-4-6-2. Or maybe 1-4-5-3 would be another one, where if they have decent diamonds, they might choose not to pass 2 clubs. So that's where I start, and I'm going to use the information that comes during the hand to make adjustments to my initial thoughts. And so partners led the 5 of clubs, and playing standard carding, I would like to tell my partner I like the lead. Unfortunately, my cards do not really make it that easy to do. If I drop the queen under the ace, my partner will know I have the jack, but the problem is there's a decent chance with me holding all these kings that I'm going to be the one who gets in before my partner, in which case playing the queen now would make me have to lead away from my jack when I get in, so I really can't afford to. So I have to play the 3, and it's pretty important to notice that the 3 is not a very high card, but partner is going to realize later when I play the deuce that I actually was encouraging. They shouldn't just look at the 3. They have to be aware that there's a chance that I've played 3 from 3-2. So we're going to drop the 3 under the ace and see what happens. Didn't see that trick. They turned it over too quick. So alright. So sort of expected this to happen. We expected Declare to try to trump their hearts. We know that they have probably 3 or 4 hearts, so that's where they were going to start before drawing trumps. They've played a heart to the queen, to the jack and queen, and my partner's continuing a club. And now this is my chance. I'm going to be able to drop the deuce, and now partner's going to know that I was encouraging. Okay, so they've played the ace of spades here and dropped the queen, so it looks like my singleton spade assessment was correct. And they've roughed the spade, and now they're roughing their hearts. Okay, so far it's looking exactly like I expected. That the shape is alright. So there, now we have our first piece of new information right here, and that's that West has 4 hearts. So now we can narrow them down to 2 distributions: 1-4-6-2 or 1-4-5-3. But then looking at this play where they knew I was going to be over-roughing if they trump from dummy, and they discarded a club, that makes it pretty clear to me that their final distribution is 1-4-5-3. And counting their points, they have shown up with the queen of spades, singleton. They showed up with the ace-jack of hearts, so they're up to 7 points. So they can't have 4 points in diamonds, because then they'd have 11 and probably would have invited game. So they could have the queen jack, or they could have the queen or the jack. But either way, my partner's probably going to expect. We see that we want to prevent dummy from being able to rough a club, but partner can also see this. We're both sort of aware. So my choice here is either to trump it and lead the king of diamonds. I realize I'm trumping my partner's trick, but it really gets the job done of drawing dummy's trumps away. Or I think that if I just discard, which is probably what I'm going to do, is my partner is going to know to lead a low trump to me from their ace, or lead their ace of trumps. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to discard, and we'll see that partner will know there they played their low diamond, and we'll put up our king, and we know it's going to win. And we'll play back our trump to get that other trump off dummies so we can enjoy our club, and whoever has the jack of diamonds. Alright, awesome. So we got the jack of diamonds, and we beat 2 diamonds a trick. So here we move on to board 11, a normal 1 heart opener. So they've overcalled a weak 2 spades, and partner's 3 heart bid was under a little pressure. They basically had only one way to raise hearts. Some people play conventions to show a second one, but if you're playing standard, 3 hearts is the only way to raise hearts without committing to game. So their range is relatively wide. It's like, anywhere from, some 5 or 6 point hand with 4 card support to even 10 or 11 points with 3 card support. So when I'm looking at my 6-5 hand, I know I'm going game. The question is, do I have a slam? Now, if I was playing normal methods, the most important thing if I was going to make a slam try, what I need for a slam is I sort of visualize my partner's points. They showed, if I think of their maximum, which is 11, and I try to place 11 points and see if I can make a slam. So if I give my partner the ace of spades, the king of hearts, and the queen of diamonds, that's a slam, and that's only 9 points. So I feel like it's worthwhile to make a slam try here. So if I bid 3 spades, that would be a slam try with a spade control. So anything I do that's not 3 spades is going to imply that I need help in spades. And it actually turns out that the way Gib plays is the way the robots play is that they play this system that nobody else really plays, and that's help suit slam tries. So I'm going to actually say I'm going to bid 4 diamonds here, but I would never really bid that at the table. I would bid 4 clubs and show my club control, make it clear to my partner that in normal cue bidding that it's not clubs that I'm worried about. So I'm going to bid 4 diamonds here to oblige partner system, and hopefully, at least it's a pretty good time to play this convention because partner knows that pretty much everything there is to know. So partner bid 4 no trump, and this seems like the theme of the speedball tournament or whatever this is. It's that I had to show a void over Blackwood. So my 5 no trump bid showed 2 key cards with my void. The partner didn't really know the void, although they could deduce that if I'm asking for help in diamonds and I don't have a spade control, that it makes sense that I have a club void. Now partner's hand here was way at the top of the range. They actually had 12 points. I would have just bid game. I think most people would just bid game with my partner's 12-point hand. They have a beautiful hand, really. They have the ace of spades. They have all there's nothing to be said for this 3 heart bid. But so now we're in 6 hearts, and this looks like an awesome contract. I'm not going to lose any clubs. I have a spade loser that doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. There's a small chance that if I lead a club from dummy, that East might rise up with the ace, and I'll be able to trump it, and then use the king of clubs to discard my spade. But so other than that spade loser, as long as diamonds or hearts aren't 4-0, I'm fine. And actually, with diamonds, as long as I cash the ace from my hand, it doesn't matter if they're 4-0 because I'll see somebody not have any more, and I'll be able to finesse their partner for the jack. In hearts, I obviously if they're 3-1, the ace, king, queen are going to pull all the trumps, and I'm fine. So the only danger in hearts is that hearts are 4-0. If West holds jack 10 fourth of hearts, there's nothing I can really do about it. Whenever I lead the 9 of hearts out of my hand, they can put in the 10, and they'll always have a sure trump trick. But I can play the hearts in a way so that if East holds jack 10 fourth, that I won't have to lose a trick. If I start by cashing the king of hearts from dummy, then I'll expose West's void if they have it, and be able to finesse East's jack 10. I'll need to do it twice. I'll lead low towards my 9, but they'll split up with their 10, and then I'll have to cover it and go back to dummy and finesse. But I can accommodate for jack 10 fourth. So my plan here on the play is I'm going to win the ace of spades. I'm going to cash the king of hearts to make sure we don't lose a trump trick to jack 10 fourth on side. And then, assuming hearts break, I'm going to finish drawing trumps, and I'm going to play my ace of diamonds to make sure I don't lose a diamond trick. And then I'm going to make my contract, and I'm really happy about about 980 here. So let's see what happens. We'll start here with our ace. Play our king of hearts. All right, so a little careful play, and it's nice to get rewarded for thinking that through. That's very rare. I mean, the chances of it being Jack 10 fourth were so small. Now we're going to finesse East for their Jack 10. They split, like I said. We don't have the entries anymore to worry about safety playing diamonds. We need to get over there to finesse the heart again. So, but diamonds did break, and so we get to finesse the heart again, and we'll just have 12 sure tricks, and we'll just finish drawing trumps, and we'll just skip forward to the next hand here. So here we are on the last board of the set, and this is a pretty ugly spot. They've opened 2 hearts, and my partner's bid 2 spades. I do have 11 points, so there's a really good chance. There's a good chance we have game, but at the same time, my singleton ace of spades makes 3-no trump kind of awkward because the spades are blocked, and I don't have a good hand for supporting. If partner's got long spades, it looks like partner's got some length in hearts as well, and I don't have trumps to get rid of them. My instinct is that I'm supposed to pass even though I have 11 points. Although I'm kind of worried that since most people probably are going to look at 11 points and just bid, that maybe it's better if I bid. And when it comes to what to bid, again, like a swingy action, but if I was going to bid and somebody had a gun to my head and told me that you have to bid, you're not allowed to pass, what would you bid? I think I would bid 2-no trump. I know I don't have a heart stopper, but with East not raising hearts, I can, it's likely my partner has a heart stopper, and if we do end up in no trump, which is looking like if I bid, that's where we're going to finish. I would really much rather have the lead coming into my Jack of Hearts. If partner does have something like King, 4th of Hearts, I'm adding an extra stopper by playing the hand. But I really just feel like the field is going to bid 3 diamonds. Maybe 3 clubs is even the right bid, but this is a real problem hand. I don't know what's the right bid. I'm going to bid 3 diamonds to try to stick with the field, although I don't even know if that's what they're going to do. So we'll see what happens, and kind of expecting partner to bid 3-no, which is why I like 2-no. So, all right, so we have a 3 spade bid from partner. So it says the partner's on a minimum and twice rebiddable spades. So this in real bid, in normal bidding, 3 spades would be forcing. 3 diamonds would have set us up into a forcing auction where because partner will need to rebid their spades with good hands. It's too hard to play this 3 spade bid as non-forcing, but the robots play it as 12 points. So I think I'm going to get out of trouble here. I wish I'd passed 2 spades, like I said I really wanted to do. I should have gone with my instincts. But here we are in 3 spades, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we're playing a 5-1 fit, and nothing. We don't really make anything. Watching the play of this hand is not too interesting. I wish I'd passed 2 spades, but anyway, so the robot actually played this hand out and went down 1, and the play wasn't interesting, so we're gonna skip forward and let's go over our scorecard and see where we ended up. And here we are. We finished a tournament. We see on the leaderboard I finished with 68%. I did a number of things that didn't work out so well, and I got nipped here by a big train. All I try to do when I play these tournaments is try to do the best I can on every board. I try to avoid disasters, and looking over my scorecard, even with a few things that I got wrong, I didn't have any zeros, and that's really what winning bridge is about. I try for averages on every board, and if I see an opportunity to capitalize on some information that I'm able to notice, then I do so. But other than making smart, good plays, I try not to gamble on as much as I possibly can. Few boards I could have done better on. Board 4, we might have reached 5 diamonds and had a chance to make an over trick. Board 5, we could have got to 3-no trump. And board 12, I could have passed 2 spades and stayed away from the minus column. But I don't regret my actions. I tried to do the best I can, as I said, and we finished in second place. So I hope you've enjoyed this robot duplicate series. I really appreciate all the good comments, and I love the discussions about the boards. I'm open to criticism and questions about my actions. And if you notice something that I didn't notice and want to talk about it, love it when you post comments. If you do enjoy these videos and enjoy our site, we'd really appreciate if you're not a member already to please sign up. It's free. We're a growing community, and if you could tell as many people as you can about our site, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll have some more videos up soon.